Hi everyone, welcome back to Waffles Publishing, and today we're here for another waffling video. Today we're going to talk about social media, how much it scares me, but why I will prevail. So, apologies if I'm looking down. I wrote all this down on my iPad because otherwise I wouldn't be able to formulate a good thought. I would just be rambling. So yeah, this is, some structured waffling. I am so scared of social media and not being good enough for it. I'm scared that my content isn't interesting enough, that I'm not interesting enough. One of my biggest internet related fears is that I am not chronically online enough, and that I don't get the codes of the internet, like the social, like the internet clues. Basically, I try to, live in the present and not get swallowed by this digital era that we live in. And sometimes I just felt like that plays against me, but I know that it's something that I need to do for me. Like, I've really learned where I stand with social media, and I need to embrace it, but I also need to protect myself from it, to protect my peace from it. I'm scared that I'm not hype enough, as lame as it sounds to say that, and I'm scared that I don't care about my looks enough. Today I've made a little bit of an effort because I wanted to, but I also want to make sure that I never feel like I have to, that I'm always doing it because I want to. I'm scared that there's already enough content out there, and that no one needs my extra 2 cents. So yeah, that's pretty much all of my fears. But I know that, it's silly. It's a little bit silly, and saying it out loud helps rationalize. Apologies for my pronunciation. But that's why we need to say our fears out loud, because when they live in our minds, they seem as tall and as strong as mountains. But when you say your fears out loud, you realize it's only in perspective that they're big. In reality, like, first of all, first world problems. Like, what a good problem to have, that I'm scared my content isn't good enough. But also, everything seems worse in your mind. And of course there's enough space for me. Of course there's an audience for me out there, for my content, for my work, for my writing. I just need to allow them to find me by putting myself out there, and not self-censoring myself as much. Simple content is okay too. Not everything needs to be a challenge, a concept, an aesthetic lifestyle vlog with a shot of someone making matcha. Like, not everything needs to be hyper edited and hyper, aesthetic and made to look good and pleasing to the eye. It's okay to just want to talk and share your thoughts. And if I heard somebody telling me that they're not good enough because they want to just make some simple content of them talking, sharing their experiences, their thought with an audience, and creating a community, and if they said that I'm not good enough for that, I would actually tell them off for it. I would tell them that this is so silly, and of course they're good enough for it, and of course there's an audience for them out there. So saying it out loud allows me to hear myself, and it allows me to be able to tell myself, this is so silly, So this is me telling myself off for letting my fears hold me back from posting my content and putting myself out there. But I am scared to not be good enough, though. Like, it is okay to recognize that, but it's okay to not let that get in my way. So even though this digital era has made everything harder, like, it's made creating content harder because it's created new standards. Everything needs to be more interesting, more engaging. If you don't change your frame every second, you're going to lose your audience. Your videos won't be engaging enough. You need to engage people. It's exhausting However, this digital era has taught us that we can do anything we put our minds to. And that's the lesson I want to take out. Like, that's what I want to focus on. You can start here, you can start now, and nothing is too hard or unachievable. Like, if you look out there, there will be someone who's achieved what you want to do with less than you have, 100%. So I accept that social media scares me, but as stated in the title, I will prevail. I will do it tired, I will do it now, I will do it scared. But I will do it either way, and I hope that you do too. That's it for today. I will see you next Sunday.